Here's the whole plot of Pokemon Red and Blue version. Or not improvised, abridged. Alright. So you start the game, and your mom wakes you up. Tell your asshole friend Gary is at the front door and wants to battle Pokemon with you. You tell your mom, Mom, I'm so hungover right now, I really don't give a fuck about what Gary wants. But that haggard old bag of bones gets you out of bed anyways and tells you all this bullshit you don't need to hear. Then what do you know? You run into your friend Gary. He's like, "Hey dude, let's battle Pokemon." And you're like, "Well, I'd love to battle Pokemon with you, Gary, if I had, Pokemon, you retard." And he's like, "Well, my grandpa's giving them out, bro." And you're like, "Oh, great. Let's go over to your creepy old man's place. That's exactly what I want to do with my Saturday morning. Fucker." His grandpa's, giving you Pokemon, and he's telling you, all these, creepy bits of advice and trying to give you hard candy and shit. You really don't want to be there. It smells like old books and milk. But, there's a free Pokemon out of the deal, so you sit there, and you pick out your Pokemon, and then Gary picks out his Pokemon, and obviously, because, he's a spoiled bastard, his grandpa gives him the Pokemon that yours is weak to. So, you automatically battle Gary, and it's a bullshit battle. You're gonna fucking stomp him. I mean, you just tackle him every turn. You gain 1 level. Woohoo! So after that, you go through the tall grass, you battle some Pokemon, you battle some gym leaders. It's a good fucking time. And you're raising up your team, and you finally get to Elite Four, right? And you're like, alright, Elite Four. And, they're kind of hard, kind of easy. You get up to Lance, he uses all dragons. Fucking bastard for using dragons. Dragon type's my least favorite type of all Pokemon. It's not really elemental in any way, so I don't see why it was added in there. Anyways, you're down to your last Pokemon, and you're going doo-doo, 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 and you have 14 HP, and you finally do that last hit on his Dragonite, and you're like, alright, I win the game. But what do you know? You don't win the game. You see Gary fucking Oak, and he's like, "Sup, bro, I already beat the Elite Four. If you want to be champion, you gotta beat me." And he's got a team of, just a bunch of overpowered, retard-strong Pokemon. And it's not a fun battle. You have to use all your revives right before you fight them, and you can't do that because you just went through the Elite Four. So you have to sacrifice your first Pokemon to revive the other team, and by that point, he's stomping you with a fucking, I don't know, does he use Nidoking?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I think he does. I can't remember.
Is it Nidoking or Nidoking?
I think you...
We've been doing this all day.
Yeah, we have. Anyways, if you're lucky enough, you get enough critical hits. You beat him, his grandpa comes up, he's like, "Congratulations, you're Pokemon champion." But the game isn't over yet, kiddies. Oh no, it'd be easy. You have to go fight Mewtwo and catch this motherfucker. You gotta use your 1 Master Ball you have. I personally did it. I caught a Ditto with my Master Ball. I guess I was a stupid kid, because I figured out you really can't catch Mewtwo without the Master Ball, so I never completed my Pokedex. And on the playground, all the other kids made fun of me. Love-hate relationship with this game, let me tell you. Anyways, you go through this fucking cave. There's a bunch of Venomoths, I think Electrodes. I don't know, a bunch of Pokemon nobody ever fucking uses. And then you find Mewtwo. And you put him to sleep, you confuse him, you poison him, you do whatever you can to try and catch him, and what happens? Nothing. He escapes the ball at the last turn. And that, good people, is Pokemon.